The best of the morning to you. This is Monday with Friday, preparing you for a better week ahead. Mackenzie Scott, ex-wife of Amazon.com man Jeff Bezos, has, like all other American billionaires, seen her wealth increase during the pandemic while ordinary people suffered losses and died. The Amazon stock portion of her wealth increased nearly 100% to $62 billion. But Ms. Scott did something that Bezos hasn't been reported to do. She's given away, with no strings attached, more than $4 billion in the last 4 months to nearly 400 organizations across America. Ms. Scott could be described as generous, sensitive, aware, even socially responsible. Now here's why I add socially responsible. Back in the first century, a man named Ambrose said, quote, "It is not from your own goods that you give to the beggar. It is a portion of his own that you are restoring to him. The earth belongs to all, so you are paying back a debt, not making a gift." Unquote. Ambrose makes an important logical point, even if it might not fit everyone's economic or social ideology. Even if you ditched the idea of a creator who has endowed each human with inalienable rights to liberty and justice and to having enough of the world's resources to live happily, Mother Nature never fails to provide enough for her inhabitant children. Even when a natural disaster wipes out resources at point A, enough can be found at points B, C, D, E, F, and G, so long as human territorialism, manifested through national boundaries themselves established through hostile conquests, and human policies that spawn greed and economic imbalance, don't deny access to those resources. Those restrictions are the primary causes of poverty anywhere in the world. Why is Haiti poor? Well, ask France before asking Papa Doc and Baby Doc Duvalier. Why is Africa not among the so-called developed continents? Ask Europe, ask England, ask America, and ask the corrupt crooks who sometimes rule African states. Why is the American minimum wage $7.25 per hour? Well, ask Congress, especially the members who champion trickle-down economics. Ask them why the burgeoning wealth enjoyed by the 1% who got there by their legislation more than anything else has not trickled down to the 42 million Americans who go to bed hungry every night. Ask them why some of them have become millionaires while their constituents wallow in poverty. But back to Ambrose. It is a principle of humanity that those who are strong ought to help the weak. As a whole team shall lose if the stronger don't help the weaker, so too a whole nation or whole world is compromised and endangered if the stronger did not help the weaker. International insecurity, the ever-present fear and danger of wars, is due, whatever the presenting reason, to quarrels over territory, land, and resources. If we would pursue and secure equity and equality in their respective areas worldwide, we could have a shot at peace on earth and goodwill among people everywhere, that declared purpose of that principal person of Christmas, Jesus Christ. So even if your giving is scaled down this Christmas, let it be with a sense of responsibility to somebody in greater need than you, more as obligation than voluntarily. This year, my most expensive gift is to an organization that does a lot of good worldwide for social justice, natural disaster alleviation, peace brokering, education, and capacity building. This includes a residential school I visited a few years ago in Frankadua, Ghana, for young girls rescued from a cultural system of slavery and abuse. These girls are our daughters, and we owe them. Someone once described greed not as wanting more than you have, but as wanting more than you ought to have. I hope you join me in finding someone needy this Christmas and restore to them a little bit of which somebody else has robbed them by grabbing more than they ought to have had. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sharing and subscribing. I'm taking a break next week, so I'll see you again on Monday, January 4, 2021. I am Michael Friday, and your week just got better. Happy Monday, all the way to Merry Christmas Friday.